Hey folks, Steve Sacramento here again. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And if not, I hope and pray that tomorrow is a wonderful day for you. Today is a very special day because it's the first day I'm going to show you something new that I bought that I've never had before. I have always been an Android phone user. I was interested in the Apple iPhone lineup since, I got kind of interested with the iPhone 13 when it was enabled with ProRes recording for video. When the iPhone 14 Pros came out last year in 2022, I got really interested because not only did they record in ProRes video, but you also had a 48 megapixel camera for photo. And I consider myself more of a photographer than a videographer. I like to do landscape, wildlife, and street photography, and occasional portraits, but mostly landscape, wildlife, and street photography. I'd say landscape, wildlife more than street, but I dabble in all three of those. I'm more into landscape photography and wildlife photography, and then when I have time, I'll do street photography. But anyway, so what did I get myself? Well, been hemming and hawing for a few weeks now about getting the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and finally decided to pull the trigger. Here it is right here. Originally, I was going to get the white one, but when I saw it in person, it didn't look really that white. It looked more like an off-white. So, and the blue's not really that blue. I really liked the Sierra blue that they had with the iPhone 13s. I think maybe it was just the 13 Pro and Pro Max that they had it in or whatever. But this is let me unbox it right here for you. There's the actual phone. Let me take this white covering off. So right there's the phone, right inside. Set that aside for a moment. And what else do you get in there? You get a cable. And for years now, most companies, Samsung and Apple included, do not give you a charging brick. And the last couple of years, you don't even get a SIM card ejector because it has the eSIM only in America. And you get a little bit of paperwork. Let's see what's in here. Oh, hey, my first ever Apple. Now that's white. That's white. That's how white I wish the phone would have been, but oh well. I have had a couple iPads. I had the iPad 10.2 sixth generation rather, and then I still have it. I have the iPad Pro 11-inch second generation. I forget what chip is in that, but it runs great. Now I have been the last few weeks working with the Black Magic camera app on my iPad Pro, recording ProRes video, but it will not record the log video, which I'm not all that much into because I don't like to spend a lot of time editing my video, especially color grading it. I'm probably going to force myself to do some of it now just because I have that option. But so here we go. Here's my iPhone. It's actually already set up. I unboxed it a couple nights ago when I got it in the store because I set it up in the store and made sure it worked and my number transferred and everything like that. It did not have the 17.1 version of the operating system on it, so it was not able to sync everything over from my iPad. So I started fresh and installed all the apps from the get-go and had to log in to all of them. But I think it's probably a little cleaner that way because it didn't bring over all the other stuff from my iPad. For example, I've been using the DJI Fly app a long time with my Mavic Air 2, and I installed that fresh, so it doesn't have all that stuff in there. And it has a lot of free space on it, yeah, over 400 gigabytes. So It'll record a lot of ProRes video. Let me see what else. Oh, let me show you a couple setups I have available. So number one is I can just use a simple holder like this to put the phone in and hold it by itself. I have with me a USB cable, USB-C cable, because it's the first iPhone ever to have USB-C, which is one of the reasons I decided to go for it. That, and of course the 48 megapixels is still there. It has a 5. I went with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, by the way. iPhone 15 Pro Max blue. You can see the blue a little bit there if I tilt it just right. It's got a blue hue to it. iPhone 15 Pro Max, 512 gigabyte, because my iPad Pro is a 256 gigabyte, which so far has been plenty. But with this, recording ProRes up to 4K 60, internally with the Blackmagic camera app, you can do that. With the built-in app, you cannot do that. You can only go up to maximum of 4K 30 frames a second. I thought 256 is going to be maxed out, no problem. So I spent the extra money and got the 512 gig. And with 48 megapixel photos and 24 megapixel regular raw photos, I'm going to use the space pretty well, I think. I didn't want to go for the terabyte because that's just like overkill as far as I'm concerned. I don't travel that much to where I'm going to need a terabyte of space. So, and with this, you can record externally now. So I bought a 1 terabyte NVMe Samsung 980 Pro SD hard drive and an enclosure for it that will do up to 10 gigabits. So I have that where I can record the video too. And with the Blackmagic camera app, you can also record externally on H.264 or H.265 video as well. With the built-in camera app, it doesn't let you do that. So, but let me show you my microphone setup here. Getting a little breeze now. I'm at one of the state parks here at Lake Natoma, in case you're wondering where I'm at, in case you hear some of the traffic or other noises around here. So this is just a basic USB-C split cable that goes to a headphones and microphone. I have this lavalier microphone plugged in to the microphone port of the USB-C cable, and then I can just simply clip it on here like I have the wireless mic on here, and then record the audio to the video camera that way. So that's the simplest way, and then you just have a selfie stick to hold that up. Now the other way I have set up to do this is wireless. So I have this. I've had this for quite a while. This is just a basic cell phone holder, and then it has 3 cold shoes on top. It's got a quarter 20 screw on each side, and then on the bottom where you put the tripod or selfie stick to hold it. And so what I can do is put the brand new iPhone in here. Oops. No, I don't want to customize that. And then it's ready to go. Nope. And then I can plug in, this is another USB-C cable that goes to microphone and headphone. I think it's on the volume down button. Okay. Cancel. Let me set this down, and then something I showed already a little bit. I can take the Ulanzi wireless microphone that I bought recently that was on sale on Amazon. Oops, that's not where I Plug that in. Got to take the receiver, not the transmitter. And plug the receiver right into the top there. The little clip thing that's like a belt clip, it also works right in the cold shoe. And then I have this set up, and I can clip this on. This is a wireless transmitter. I can clip that onto my lapel, and then either put that on a selfie stick or a tripod, and have a wireless microphone set up to record that way. So I've got audio and video going in that way. And being it's 512 gigabytes storage, and I have over 400 gigabytes available. Let me just look real quick here, and I'll start the Blackmagic camera app. You go into settings. Let's go to Apple ProRes 422, and right now I can record at 4K 60 frames a second on the front camera for up to 51 minutes 22 seconds with 459 gigabytes available. That's a lot. And that, that's really high quality. If I go to, let's say, Apple ProRes 422 HQ, I can record 34 minutes and 22 seconds. That's an awful lot of time to record at that high level. And that's also at 4K 60 frames a second, and that's internal. If I were to hook up an external hard drive on this, it would be a lot more than that. Well, it depends. With my 1 terabyte one, it would probably be about twice that, probably a little bit over an hour. But let me go down to ProRes LT. Now we're up to an hour and 13 minutes. I can record at 4K 60 frames a second. If I go to ProRes Proxy, it's 2 hours and 43 minutes, and that's still 4K 60 on the front lens, front camera. If I go to H.265, now we're at 15 hours and 29 minutes that I can record 4K 60 video on the front camera internally. Now let me switch it to the main back camera, the 24 millimeter one, and it's the same. It doesn't matter which camera you're using. You can record in 4K 60. Let me see, can I do it in the... I can even record 4K 60 on the 5 times zoom. That's really zoomed in. So, on the front and all 3 back lenses or cameras, I can record 4K 60 frames a second with Apple ProRes 422, which I think is the one I'm going to use most often. 51 minutes and 22 seconds. Now that's a lot. If I'm just out and about doing videos, traveling or something like that, something I don't really want in ProRes, and H.265 is fine, then I'll just use the H.265 and have a lot more. But when I want to have real good quality video, then I'm going to use the Apple ProRes 422 and have 51 minutes available, which is quite a bit, because if you're just doing little clips here and there, you can do 50 of those on the internal storage that I have available right now. Now, as I start using my DJI Mavic Air 2 drone, it's going to take up some space and it'll probably go down. But like I say, I can use an external NVMe hard drive. I keep looking at myself instead of the lens. Sorry about that. And get a lot more space available to record. So, all right. Well, that's just kind of an intro to my new camera setup and audio setup. I will be testing out the camera for both photo and video in upcoming videos and see what setup I like best of all of them. And I will get back to you. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And if you're interested in learning how to do things on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, I'm going to be starting a new channel called something like iPhone How Do I or something like that. I'll let you know what it is when I have it. So, but yeah, now that I have an iPhone, and I am a tech support person by profession, I will be making a second channel that will show you how to do just about anything you can think of in an iPhone, so that when my family and friends and everybody that comments about the iPhones asks me how to do something, I can say, watch this video, or it'll give me ideas for videos to make. So thank you and have a great day.